What's up, everyone? Matt Gunnifson here with another digital rock star interview. We've got another South African rock star who is one of our digital rock stars. Means she's generating at least $10,000 a month, and that's a lot of rand, is it not? That's a lot of rand.
It absolutely is. It absolutely is. On average, I earn roughly about 25 to $30,000 a month as a South African. As a South African, for the last 6 months, I've earned on average about R500,000 in rand value every single month.
Wow.
It's insane.
Holy cow. Oh my gosh. And it didn't start that way, did it? Like there's a journey of how you were before you started on this journey, right? Tell us about that.
With absolute pleasure, Matt. Thank you for this opportunity. So, Matt, I'm a single mommy. I live in a very, very, very small town. Our little town is so small we don't even have a traffic light. So it's tiny. I've lived here for the last 35 years, and owned my own businesses. But during COVID, lost businesses. The bank repossessed my car. I have in the last 5 years lost everything. Like I said, businesses, cars. I lost jobs. I was made redundant at the end of August last year. I was working two jobs for two foreign companies, from 4 o'clock in the morning till 6 o'clock at night, just trying to survive as a single mommy. I was blessed at the age of 43 to fall pregnant again. So I had this little 2-year-old little girl that really wanted mommy's time, but I couldn't give her the time that she needed because I had to keep a roof over our heads. And I believe that God grabbed in and he's like, do not, if enough is enough. I lost my jobs at the age of 46. I was sitting on my couch. I couldn't get off my couch. That is how utterly depressed I was because I'm jobless. I can't go and work as a cashier. I'm worth so much more. I've owned 3 businesses in my life. I know how to do this, but I was in such a bad state in my life that I just couldn't make things work. I started like everyone else does. I went online searching for an opportunity online to make money, where I can just keep a roof over our heads. Now, when I worked the two jobs, from 4 o'clock in the morning till 6 o'clock at night, I was earning roughly about $1,000 a month, and that is what I was looking for. I was looking for $1,000 a month to just keep my children alive and just live okay on average. And then I stumbled across digital marketing, but I didn't have the money to do this because remember, I had just lost my jobs. I couldn't find work in this little town. I couldn't find something really lucrative online. For a period of 2 months, as a 46-year-old mom, my mom had to pay my groceries for me. I couldn't even afford bread for my children. That's how bad it was. It was a case of putting in fuel or buying groceries. There wasn't even a case of doing both. So I had gone from really, I'd gone to like the worst stages in my life. Found digital marketing, didn't have the money to start. Tried to sell things, tried to ask friends to borrow money from. No one was willing to help me. And about 3 weeks later, my mom and I was chatting the one evening, and I'm like, Mom, I know this is going to work. And she's like, Christelle, do you believe it's going to work? I said, Mom, with my absolute whole heart. And she's like, okay, there's my credit card. Go for it. Buy it. I trust you. And I was back then, it was in October of last year. I was fortunate enough to start on the $600 program. That was the highest at the time. Didn't make money my first month. Thought I'd broken TikTok because I didn't understand how TikTok was working, and I messed up my algorithms, and I didn't I didn't apply what I was taught, and I didn't make money my first month. And then I reached out to somebody and she said to me, do you know what, Christelle, go and do how to find your perfect customer training correctly. That was the Thursday of my 4-week anniversary. The Friday I started earning. I just celebrated my 10 months. I have earned every single day for the last 9 months. Every single day. I had gone from 10 months ago not being able to afford groceries, not being able to afford bread, the bank repossessing my car, to April buying myself a brand new car, cash, buying my mom a car, cash, for her birthday. So that's two cars within a period of 2 months. Cash. I've just been on holiday for the first time in 12 years. I haven't been on holiday with my children, whereas I was a yes mom. Anything that my children wanted, I could give them. My son wanted to go scuba diving. He's never done that before, and I could say yes to him. I was standing on the beach as they were leaving, and as they left, I actually started bawling my eyes out because I could give my son his dreams. For the last 5 years, he wanted to study. I couldn't let him study. Monday, we will be at the embassy in one of the towns in South Africa, where we are going to apply for his visa to travel to the UK end of October. His plane tickets are booked. He's going to get his dreams. So for the first time of my life, I get to be a yes mom. I get to give my children what their needs are, and I get to live my dreams. I've never had that. I don't know what that feels like. I had gone from, like I said, losing absolutely everything to where in 10 months I've now earned $170,000, which in South African terms makes me, I've just earned my third million as a South African. While on holiday, traveling back on the way home, 9 o'clock, 9:33 the morning. One of my customers purchased, and it pushed me over, and I made my third million in 10 months. It's insane.
It's insane. Yeah, because I remember seeing in the community, you had a post. I think, how much did you make while you were 10 days on vacation?
I made $10,450. That is the equivalent of 10 months worth of salary. 10 months worth of salary while I'm on holiday, spending time with my children. I made 10 months worth of salary. And I'm like, I can do this. I can do this. And it's
Yes.
insane. And I'm so grateful. I'm grateful to Michelle. I'm grateful to this program. I'm grateful to people like you. I'm grateful to being in the position where I can help and guide and support and instruct and empower people, especially as South Africans. There's a lot of people struggling financially in our country, and through digital marketing, one yes at a time, we're going to take this country out of poverty. And I'm so grateful for being in the position that I can be a beacon of light to people looking for a solution.
Oh my gosh. Yes. I want to go back. This is really great, by the way. I want to go back to when you borrowed that money from your mom, $600 to get started in this business, and you go a solid month and you haven't generated any income. What was that like during that period of time?
Oh, it was stressful. So now you must understand, in that month, I had not earned anything. My mom was supporting me with groceries. So my dad is sickly. He's got a brain tumor. So my mom is a single income household. So she was busy supporting her family, supporting my family, buying me groceries every Sunday morning. And then when she come to visit on a Sunday, she bought me my groceries. And on top of this, I'm trying to work this business and it's not working. My first month, I'm not creating an income. And every day my mom asked me, so have you made any sales yet? And I was freaking out. I was so highly stressed, and I'm like, what am I doing wrong? So I did question myself, but it was also because I didn't apply what was taught. I was not coachable. One of the most important things that we needed to be. I come from 28 years worth of sales experience, and I decided, I'm not going to do how to find a perfect customer. I know how to do that. I've owned businesses. I can sell oyster and Eskimo. And unfortunately, that was my biggest downfall. I had to go literally back to the drawing board and do this properly. And once I applied the proven process, only then did it fall into place. It's created the way it is for a reason. And that is when it started working. But yes, I didn't have success in my first month, and it was absolutely stressful. Absolutely stressful. Yeah.
Oh man. And what if you had given up, right? What if you had given up instead? What would now not be possible had you given up, but you persevered, you kept going?
Giving up is not an option for me. It's just not in my personality.
Yeah.
I can't. I am an incredibly competitive person. So giving up is not failure is not an option for me. I do not know how to fail at something, and that's why when I do something, it's all or nothing. I can't do anything halfway. So failure was not an option for me. I mean, I would be the last person standing, but I would make this work. I would make this work, and I did, and that is where I am at this stage. I mean, just with regards to our country, I am the second highest income earner in our country. I'm a little girl from a little town. Like I said, we don't even have a traffic light, and here I am earning more money in 10 months than I have in my entire life, owning 3 businesses before. And I'm like completely flabbergasted.
Yeah, I'm blown away. I'm blown away. Now, I always like to ask these interviews a tip. So if you had a tip for somebody who was just getting started, just one, what would you share?
Stop selling. Stop selling. People buy from people they know, like, and trust. People buy you. People don't buy a coffee cup or a $100, $300, $600, $900 program. People buy you. And if you grasp that, that is where you're going to have success, because people need to trust you. They need to trust your story. That's why the storytelling is so important. And I do audits on probably 10 to 20 accounts a day where everyone has the same mistake. They only sell the plane. They only sell the program. That's not what we're selling. People need to trust you. People trust your story, and they buy into your story. That is how they get to know you. So once you grasp that, once you realize that you are theoretically the program and the product that they're buying, your head is through.
Oh, sound advice. Sound advice.
Yeah.
Well, listen, I
Yeah.
want to thank you so much, Christelle, for joining on this interview. This has got to be one of my best so far, just having you on here. So I want to thank you so much for joining on here.
It's such a pleasure. Thank you so much. That's such a huge compliment. I
Oh,
really
yeah.
appreciate that.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And so for those who are watching this, you're watching this on YouTube or you're watching somewhere else, be sure to get back in touch with the person who shared this video with you. There'll be a link down there in the description. You can just click that link to get started. And that's it. Just get started and email the folks. You'll get into a capture page. You'll enter your email address in, and then you can ask that person any questions that you want. Christelle, thanks again, and I look forward to hearing when you get to reach the next plateau for you. What is the next plateau for you?
The next plateau would be the $200,000, and then just continue plodding on, and just changing lives. That is what I want to do. Flip my zip code, be a digital nomad, and change lives.
Oh, I love it. Love it.
Yeah.